Join us now on the line is Bret, host of Special Report, anchor of Special Report on the Fox News Channel, which can be seen on the Fox News Channel every day at 6 p.m. Bret, we're just wondering, are they sending an airboat for you today to take you into work? Man, are you surviving the rain okay?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, something
else. A lot
else.
coming down.
You know what else is unbelievable? He said in a segue. I'll tell you what's unbelievable is the number of scandals this administration right now is dealing with. I mean, there are new revelations about Benghazi, new revelations about the IRS investigation, and now this VA thing is starting to take off. Sort of run through the list and what's going on with each of them.
Yeah, well, I think the VA is really potentially very damaging if these allegations prove to be true, and they're popping up all over the country. You saw the Secretary, Eric Shinseki, testifying yesterday, but the real surprising push, I think, from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, including Senator Blumenthal from Connecticut, was the push to get the FBI involved and to look into the criminal side, potentially, of these actions, of falsifying documents, of fraud, of making up these make-believe wait times. Meanwhile, veterans were not getting health care. I think that this has potential to be a real problem. It already is, but I mean, it could snowball into something even bigger.
And Bret, I mean, this is a question of competence and accountability, and the administration continues to stand behind Secretary Shinseki. But I have to say, and I spoke with Representative Jeff Miller yesterday, the chairman of the House Committee on Veterans Affairs. According to the congressman, he did not instill confidence and that sense that he is on top of this matter.
Yeah, I heard that from a few lawmakers. I think that for now, as this investigation continues and the administration continues to have, say they have support for him, he's still going to have that job. But there will come a time when I think someone will have to probably, pay up for whatever administratively did not work. And I think that obviously always goes to the top.
A lot of people are skeptical. I think people don't see anybody being accountable in this administration. I mean, no one lost a job over Benghazi, for crying out loud. So there's a lot of cynicism there.
No one did. That's right. Benghazi, I think, will be interesting to see how this select committee moves forward. Democrats' role in that. I do think that polls continue to show that the American people are, a majority of them, want the Congress to continue asking questions and continue these investigations. Despite this, the sense in Washington that this is overkill and it's all done, every time you ask a question in a poll, it comes back that they want to continue the questioning.
But I saw one poll that said, they want questioning, they want answers, but they're afraid that Republicans will overstep it and turning into a partisan matter.
That's definitely true. Yeah. And, that's the issue for Republicans. If this committee does not come up with anything new, if it doesn't come to any new conclusions, then there'll be a political backlash likely against Republicans, and I think most of them know that.
I'm increasingly becoming quite fascinated with the IRS matter. I mean, Judicial Watch, we had Tom Fitton from Judicial Watch on earlier in the program. They have gotten documents that are really eye-opening that suggest that Lois Lerner was very active. It wasn't just going on in Cincy with a bunch of rogue guys, as the president has suggested. And apparently there is the involvement now of Senator Carl Levin of Michigan, who was apparently really pushing the IRS to conduct these investigations.
Yeah, this new batch of emails about the IRS really is an eye-opener. And some of the back and forth about how Washington is going to deal with these applications, and you can't move forward unless Washington signs off on it. Those are emails that, for some reason, did not come out, much like the Ben Rhodes email did not come out in the Benghazi thing a year ago when these committees subpoenaed them. So you have two different sets of people, bureaucrats, answering these requests. One is a FOIA team that deals with media requests that go through the judge, and the other is a subpoena that's supposed to carry more power from Congress. And the other day, Kirsten Powers said maybe Congress should start putting in FOIA requests.
Right, exactly. Can I circle back really quickly on the Benghazi Select Committee hearings? Only because, Bret, you and Special Report has done such a great job in covering this story and continuing to cover it when others wouldn't. We spoke with Lanny Davis yesterday. You know, Lanny he's an old hat at crisis management. He's been brought on to run this thing called a Benghazi Truth Squad. They're going to be outside the committee hearings, giving the truth to people and correcting the record. Well, we've discovered now that this Truth Squad is being backed and funded by American Bridge 21st Century PAC, which is funded by George Soros, and it's run by, I kid you not, Media Matters' very own David Brock, an ardent Clinton supporter and Clinton defender. I don't want you to comment necessarily on those guys, but what does this tell you about Team Clinton's concern over this hearing?
Well, I do think that there is concern, and obviously one of the lines of questioning will be her decisions, because why was Ambassador Stevens in Benghazi? Why were they opening up a Benghazi facility, and why was it so unprotected? Those decisions go to the top, and I think that is seen as a possible vulnerability. And and of course we've gone over this many times, the before, during, and after of this thing, and I think that there is a sense that there needs to be an answer from the Clinton folks, which is why they've invested in
Well, no, I read Chuck Todd said the other day that all the answers are out there, that there is nothing new to learn here, Bret.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. I have a whole sheet of things that I'd like to show Chuck.
Maybe we can get you two together. We can have a lunch. And,
That's right. We'll buy sandwiches. All right.
And I'm a friend of Chuck, so I can call him up and have a beer. Maybe pass it over.
First thing I thought of was you and Jake Tapper seeing that Chuck Todd clip, thinking, "What?
What?"
There, a couple other networks are out there.
All right.
Thanks,
Well, listen,
man.
Bret. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Have a good one.